Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The lights of New York City glittered like 1,000 camera flashes. Inside the glossy walls of the ABC studio, Kelly Ripa sat on the edge of the set, her hands clasped tightly, knuckles white against the bright studio lights. She had always been a picture of energy, sharp wit, bright smile, unstoppable spirit. But today, something was different. Viewers who tuned in to Live with Kelly and Mark that morning saw it right away. Her usual banter was replaced with pauses. Her laugh felt forced. And just before a commercial break, her eyes welled up. It wasn't just a rough day. Something was wrong. Behind the scenes, whispers had already started swirling. Mark Consuelos, Kelly's husband of nearly 3 decades, and her co-host had been absent from the show all week. Initially, the official statement cited a minor illness, but sources close to the family revealed a far more unsettling truth. Mark's health had taken a turn for the worse. 2 weeks earlier, Mark had complained of persistent fatigue and shortness of breath. At first, he chalked it up to overwork. The pair had been juggling the demands of the show, appearances, and their upcoming anniversary trip to Italy. But when he fainted after a gym session, Kelly insisted he go to the hospital. What started as a precautionary checkup spiraled into a storm of medical tests. The diagnosis came quickly and brutally. Mark was battling a rare cardiac condition, one that had silently progressed without warning. The doctors were clear. The next few weeks would be critical. His condition could stabilize, or it could decline rapidly. Kelly was devastated, but determined. She kept smiling for the cameras, showing up every day for the audience that had followed her through decades of television. But behind the bright lights, she was breaking. That morning's broadcast had started like any other. But as she sat in Mark's empty chair, reading a message he'd written for the fans, her voice trembled. He wanted me to tell you all that he's resting, and that he misses being here so much. The teleprompter blinked, but Kelly couldn't keep reading. Her lips quivered, and the tears she'd been holding back began to fall. The studio fell silent. There were no jokes to crack, no segments to distract. Just Kelly. Raw, human, vulnerable. She wiped her tears quickly, offering an apologetic smile. Sorry, I'm just scared. It was the first time she had admitted it out loud. Later that day, paparazzi captured her leaving the hospital in a navy hoodie and sunglasses, clutching Mark's favorite leather-bound notebook. Despite the chaos, she refused to speak to the press, not out of anger, but to protect the one thing that had always mattered more than fame, her family. Mark's condition had stabilized for now, but the path ahead was uncertain. Treatments, specialists, and difficult decisions loomed. Yet through it all, one thing was clear: their love was unshakable. Friends close to the couple shared how Kelly had been by Mark's side every night, reading him old scripts, playing their favorite 90s tracks, and whispering jokes to make him smile. Even on his worst days, said a close friend, he lights up when she walks in. In a world obsessed with headlines and heartbreak, this wasn't just a story of a celebrity in tears. It was a love story, raw, real, and enduring. As the city lights twinkled on, Kelly sat beside Mark in his hospital room, holding his hand and resting her head against his shoulder. For the first time in days, she allowed herself to exhale. He was still here. They were still together. And sometimes, that's all you need to keep going.